Well, officially, Taylor Swift has met with the families of the deceased lady who unfortunately passed out at her Eras tour in Brazil. Remember that this lady died unfortunately after she was suffocated and, of course, was not allowed to drink water because the organizers of the program itself didn't permit that water be present inside the auditorium, causing such a tragic loss over there. And Taylor Swift also was a bit very emotional about that particular conversation, which of course we brought you a report about. But looks like Taylor Swift apparently has done the needful, because earlier people were dragging Taylor, of course the organizers also in the picture, claiming that the family should take legal actions. At some point also, the family wanted to take legal actions against the organization as well as Taylor Swift herself for negligence over there. But looks like everything has been settled, and Taylor Swift officially has made an appearance to, the lady's family. Well, once again, may her soul rest in peace. Well, guys, before we go watch what people also have been talking about it, because honestly, it's raised lots of concerns on social media and how people are even still bashing Taylor Swift about this thing that happened. Well, we'll get you very shortly, but this is the Literary Open Actions. You know what to do if you're new to this platform. We please indulge your knowledge inside this conversation. So do leave your thought and comments inside the comment section. Of course, do also like and subscribe to our platform. Let's get interactive now. Honestly, I feel very disheartened by the conversation on social media, especially why people were dragging in Taylor Swift. I stood for Taylor and said that we should not blame her because she may be the face behind the concert, but she basically had no technical knowledge about what was happening. And bear in mind also that Brazil is very hot as we do speak now, and so she had she could have thought it twice with the team or the management, but to officially solely blame Taylor Swift of this event because a lady, I'm not saying she's nothing, but anyway, one person losing her life is so much, and so I feel like more could have been done during the concert, but it's always a lesson, and so basically Taylor Swift has learned from her lessons, that happened. But blaming her and dragging her on social media was what I really was against. But officially, she's met with the families of the deceased lady, and I think everything for now has been settled. I'm not saying that this is going to end it's just going to solve or break up the issue officially or finally, but I think this is a way of she also showing gesture to the family, or paying the last respect to the family. And I'm really also happy about the fact that she apparently visited the family to apparently show or pay her last respect to the lady. But a lot of people on social media have still been bashing Taylor Swift. But let's watch the reactions on social media after the lady apparently did pass away.
Given an IV in bed. Unfortunately, after the fact, it was announced that through multiple attempts, this is likely why you haven't heard Taylor speak about Anna, the fan who died at her concert. To quickly recap, Anna passed out during the second song and was carried to medical assistance in the back of the concert venue. She fainted and was given an IV in bed. Unfortunately, after the fact, it was announced that through multiple attempts at resuscitation, Anna ultimately had suffered heart failure and passed away, which was attributed to a heat stroke. The world is now wondering why this wasn't immediately acknowledged, and this is why. Deaths at stadiums are required to follow strict protocol. When there's a mass amount of people at a venue like there was at Taylor's show, the crew becomes overwhelmed and not as prepared. Confirming the death would have forced the stadium to be deemed a crime scene, therefore having to cancel the show and any other future shows as well. Taylor was likely advised to be careful of her acknowledgement of the death on behalf of liability reasons. So what exactly does this mean? Well, if Taylor goes out in public and starts apologizing and sending Anna's family money, that assumes guilt when Taylor did absolutely nothing wrong. It's presumed that Taylor has spoken with lawyers as well as local police, and that implies that she can't technically really say anything because of an ongoing police investigation. Even though there's a limited amount of information we have on this due to the open investigation, it's evident that Taylor is doing everything she possibly can. Taylor posted this story about Anna after her death. She's saying bigger than the whole sky, and fans are very convinced this was dedicated to Anna. She even changed the lyrics from every single thing to come has turned into ashes to every single thing I touch has turned into ashes. Taylor was literally having trouble breathing herself, and despite that still gave as many fans water as possible while she was still performing. So if you think Taylor doesn't care, you would be extremely naive. Follow for more updates like this.
Ana Benavides, a Taylor Swift fan, has tragically passed away tonight before Taylor Swift's show in Rio, and Taylor has spoken out about the tragedy on Instagram. I was literally shooting a story based on the information that was available on Twitter, but now Taylor has just posted this saying, "I can't believe I'm writing these words, but it is with a shattered heart that I say we lost a fan earlier tonight before my show. I can't even tell you how devastated I am by this. There's very little information I have other than the fact that she was incredibly beautiful and far too young. I'm not going to be able to speak about this from stage because I feel overwhelmed by grief when I even try to talk about it. I want to say now I feel this loss deeply, and my broken heart goes out to her family and friends. This is the last thing I ever thought would happen when we decided to bring this tour to Brazil." There are a number of tweets trending on Twitter prior to Taylor's statement which give a little bit more information. This one in particular that says, "Ana Benavides, I hope I pronounced that correctly, 23 years old, was studying psychology at UFR and arrived at the Nilton Stadium at 11 a.m. Anna watched the beginning of the show, fainted and had a cardiorespiratory arrest. During treatment, paramedics tried to revive her without success, and she unfortunately passed away." Based on Taylor's statement, Anna's passing happened prior to the show. There's a number of tweets about how hot it was tonight in Rio, and apparently the heat in the stadium was, according to this, 60 degrees. According to many social media users, people also weren't allowed by the stadium to bring in water bottles to the show. As pointed out here, Taylor actually realized during the show that there were fans that needed water, and she stopped the show to ensure security got water to those people that needed it. She was also seen throwing out bottles at another moment. So it was really, really hot, and Taylor did point that out during the show.
There's people that need water right here. Maybe 30, 35 feet, 40 feet back. They're holding up cups and saying we need water. So whoever is in charge of giving them that, just gonna make sure that happens. Can I get a signal that you know where they are? Do you see the phones? Is it good? Are they getting to you or not? Do you see that? It's right. Sorry, it's just very hot. So when somebody says they need water, when it's this hot, they really need it. Do you see this? Do you see it? Are we good? We don't need to chant. It's totally fine. We just need to get water to them.
At the time of reporting, we don't yet know the exact details of Anna's passing and to what extent